Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're probably familiar with this trend going around the art community here on YouTube, where people use the art supplies that are only a certain color to do their drawing. And in fact, I think it was drawing with waffles that started this challenge. So I was thinking if I should give this challenge a go and try it out myself, but then on the other hand, I thought it's gonna be much more fun if I actually take my own spin on this challenge and make it into something a little bit different. So today, instead of using the art supplies that are only a certain color, I'm gonna use the art supplies which names start with a certain letter. And this letter is gonna be obviously N, the first letter of my name. So that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing today, and I'm super excited to see what the outcome of this challenge is gonna be. So if you guys are as excited as me, then let's just stop rambling and let's get to this challenge. So first let me show you all the supplies that I managed to find which name starts with an N. First one is a Copic sketch marker in neutral gray number 1. Then another Copic sketch marker in neutral gray number 3. Next there is another Copic, but this time it's a Ciao version in the color Night Blue. Next we have an Illustrator by Spectrum Noir in neutral brown. And next to that there is an exact same marker with the exact same name, but just a newer version with a slight difference in the color. Then there's another Illustrator by Spectrum Noir in the shade Nectarine. After that we have a Style File marker in neutral gray number 3. Then there is an Arteza Everblend art marker in neon yellow and another one in neon pink. Afterwards there's a twin marker in the shade Natural Oak and a Color Fine and Brush for manga in Nutmeg. And last few supplies we have are a Color twin marker in Natural Beige, Antler art pencil in the shade Niedźwiedzi Bronze, which translates for a bear brown. Then we have a Faber-Castell Polychromos in Nougat, and last but definitely not least a Prismacolor Premiere in Noir. This is how the swatches of all the supplies look. I honestly thought that I'll have a harder time finding any supplies that starts with an N, but in fact, from what I see now, I have a quite good color palette to work with, so well, I'm quite happy. So this color scheme inspired me a lot to create a summary illustration. And since I have two neon colors in the set and quite many deep brown shades, in my opinion that will make for an awesome combination. Right off the bat I imagine a dark-skinned girl in some neon outfit, and this was the plan that I had in my mind, but well, as I started sketching I figured that I'm having quite a hard time executing my vision. First I was thinking about drawing a sitting pose, but that didn't translate my vision very well. I thought the pose was just too stiff and boring in a way. Then I tried drawing another sitting pose, but that one didn't resonate with me either. So eventually I switched to another page of my sketchbook and tried a bit different pose. I really wanted to draw a plus-size girl, so I was looking for a pose that would emphasize this body type. And indeed I came up with some poses, but they still weren't those ones that I wanted to turn into an original illustration. So like always in those kind of situations, I just took some time off, I looked for some inspiration, I just took a break to not stress this illustration, and afterwards I just came back with a fresh mindset ready to work on my illustration. So what I eventually ended up coming up with was quite a normal pose, I would say. It's just a girl standing and sipping on her drink, kind of representing this summer feeling. And for this illustration, not only did I wanted to make this girl a plus-size character, but I also wanted her to have natural curls like an afro hairstyle, because I haven't been drawing a hairstyle like this for a while and I thought that it will be just fitting perfectly for this drawing. So with the pose already sketched out and those two elements being the main focus of my today's illustration, I kind of didn't pay that much attention to the placement of colors from my today's color scheme. I just knew that her skin is gonna be chocolate brown and her hair is probably also gonna be brown because I have quite many browns in my today's collection. So even though I thought that this quite limited color scheme will be the main factor, the most challenging factor in my today's drawing process, it actually wasn't. I was quite surprised, and I could even say I was shocked that all the colors that got picked for today's challenge were so fitted to each other. Once I saw the swatches, it almost looked like someone has planned this color scheme for me. And honestly, I couldn't be happier with that. So well, it wasn't the color scheme that was the biggest obstacle in creating today's illustration, but in fact, it was the amount of colored pencils I had. And well, I'm still super glad that I at least got 3 colors that are essential to my today's drawing, especially those 2 brown ones. They saved my life. But as much as I love perfecting my drawing with adding multiple layers of colored pencils, adding the details with those colored pencils, I think that makes for such an awesome result, and that gives you so many possibilities to make your drawing on point. Today I wasn't given the chance to use my favorite art supplies, my favorite colored pencils, so well, that was something that I struggled with because all the blending I needed to do with markers, and the markers were the only medium that I could use in the certain parts of my drawings, like for example the jeans. So well, even though I was trying to make the blending as good as I could, in some places I just couldn't get past some certain level of blending and perfecting, because the rest of the job, so to say, will be done with colored pencils, which I didn't have this time.
And that wraps up my today's challenge. And well, let me know, what do you think? How did you like the idea for this challenge? And of course, how did you like the outcome of it? For me, it was so much fun to do it, and it was such a different kind of challenge that I would love to do that again, maybe with another letter. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing that. And well, yeah, that would be pretty much all for today. I really hope that you enjoyed my today's video, and if you did, please don't forget about hitting the thumbs up button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel to be up to date with my future videos, future uploads, and you can also ring the bell to be notified for every time I upload. And well, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all being here and supporting me. That's amazing, so thank you so much. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you on my next videos. Take care, guys. Bye!
I'm just going with the gut. Never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now.